Just a minute, Vincent. And we are being totally honest because we said it in Discord. There's nothing there as well as we said it on the internet. So
We said it on a previous live.
yes, we said it on previous lives as well. So
Then they're still out there on there.
so just want to clear that up. We said it in Discord as well that
This is
we
the
do
third
not see
time.
nothing there. That's just our opinion.
Anne Marie showed me the messages that Lynn had sent to Anne Marie. And there was no mention of migrant baby farmer, which was the phrase which Anne Marie was most offended by. Anything else that I said was not volatile, but that phrase was horrible. It was kind of very insensitive. But Lynn didn't put that across to Anne Marie that had said that. But by the time I was interviewed on or interrogated rather on Deegan's, that phrase was bandied about. Surely Lynn would have used that phrase quite early on, because that was the worst thing, supposedly, or that I was accused of saying.
Well,
See, that's the life that's gone, isn't it?
yeah. See, and this is it. And I have said on lives more than once, I do believe, there's nothing there. Forget about it now. Just leave it and everything. But people still are convinced and what have you. Then I can't really change their mind. But we did voice our opinion in Discord when we were shown things, and we went, "There's nothing there." And then when was asked on my panel, I'm going to send you the screenshots. And Maria Moon read it that night. I got up and read it the next morning, but actually had seen it before, but I'd forgotten about it. And we both, since we read it separately, I come to the conclusion of there's nothing there. Maria Moon said to me, "Well, there's nothing there." So when I was on the panel, when I opened up my next slide, I said, "Right, I'll address that question which I was asked on my panel. Right, I'll answer it on my panel. Since it's brought to my life, there is nothing there. Let's move on." And that's
I
how
didn't
we
know.
are. That's
I
how
didn't know
we are.
you'd addressed it, Ron. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, yeah. I address most things.
About a month ago.
Yeah, I address most things. I think, fuck it.
I think it's,
I am up front. Like I've tried to explain to people, I'm the youngest out of seven. And so obviously my elders know a lot of people. Now those people, right, knew me when I was a baby because they would take the piss out of me. I used to remember seeing you on your potty. I remember seeing you in nappies. I remember actually changing your nappy and all this sort of shit. But when I grew up, they turned around and said, "Out of you, your brothers and sisters, which we know, you're the only one that we trust." Because I'm up front, I'm honest. I don't, if I've got something to say, I'll say it. And that's me. They said you're the only one who actually says it as it is. You don't hold back. You say what you got to say, and you fuck it. Take the consequences afterwards.
So, growing up for
So,
you, Ron, by the time you got the shoes, there were big holes in each sole.
oh, believe me, yes, yes, yes,
I suffered growing up with hand-me-downs because I had 3 sisters.
yeah. Well, I was the youngest out of 7. But
That was a joke. I've got one brother. There we go.
I wasn't given dresses and knickers and everything. But I've got some brothers.
Walking to school in high heels. Clip, clop, clip, clop.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I try to be as upfront and as blunt as I possibly feel that is adequate to as a response and what have you. And I've always been that way, and I can't change. I've always gone against the bigger bullies, against the underdog. I've always done that. I won't change that. I will call things out for how I see it. Sometimes I'll be right. Most times I'm right than wrong. I'll be honest, because I do tend to look at things that way. I look at it all And yes, I do look at things as a jigsaw puzzle, Vincent. And I think, right, the pieces eventually will all come together. And then you can make a proper decision. And that's my advice to anybody is step back,
Yeah.
look at it from an objective point of view. Don't put your emotions involved in it or anything. You step back as an individual or whatever, as an observer is a very good way, and then look at what you're actually trying to figure out.
I was going to say almost the same, which was if you just take a step back and do nothing, everything reveals itself.